Y'all wanted to see a part 2, so in this video, I will be making a Gorilla Tag fan game in just 1 hour. Let's get into it. The 1 hour timer just started, which means I have no more than an hour to complete this fan game. So to start out, I'm working on adding the XR plugin management so people can play on VR. I'm also adding the toolkit, which helps with the movement, and also adding the Gorilla rig, which makes people move around just like in Gorilla Tag. Also, I'm going to speed this up because this is very boring to watch, and obviously this recording took over an hour, so it's not going to be that fun to watch. But before I speed that up, I did pause the timer here because technically I'm not in the project and I have an hour to build the game, and right now the build is just restarting. The whole entire game is just restarting, and I reset the timer right now. Okay, maybe you can see it right now. That is the Gorilla rig. Right now, it's just a camera and 2 spheres as the hands, which is the basic rig that you import. And after, I'm gonna add the monkey, the Gorilla model, so people play as gorillas. And right now, I'm adding Photon VR. This is what makes multiplayer, and this is what makes the computer work with codes and rooms, and you can play with your friends and whatnot. And this is also how to set up voice chat. So the Photon uses it for multiplayer and voice chat. Okay, so this is the player model technically that you play as that comes with Photon. Right now I'm just building a base plate to test it. So I think it'll load in. Yeah, that's what you see through the Photon model, but the spheres are still there. That's still the Gorilla rig, but I'm going to change that. As you can see, I'm adding in a model for the monkey, which I'm going to put over it and add into the model so you can play as the monkey. As you can see right here, I'm adding the monkey and I'm scaling it to the size of the original player model because that's a perfect size, and that's what the player sees and feels good for everyone. And yep, that's the monkey. That's just one I got off of Sketchfab again, and just setting it up right now through FastIK Fabric. If you guys build games and player models, you guys know this one. So I'm just setting that up. This is so the player can actually move and the bones are actually articulated with the movement. So yeah, that's what this is right now. And the materials kind of moved on me, and the rig kind of moved on me in the assets, so I'm trying to find it and move it to the assets. And I'm trying to make materials for it because if you guys know that some materials, when they don't go on like the ball material, they are not as like shiny, or they are shiny, and it doesn't really look good with the lighting. It's kind of hard to explain, so I'm sorry if I'm not explaining it right, but yeah, it's kind of hard to explain with that. And also, I'm moving the hands and making them bigger because I know this rig, I've dealt with this rig multiple times in multiple games, and I'm just changing the hands because they're too small, and you gotta move them a certain way to play the game right, so they're not like crooked or anything when you play with them. Also moving the player name down so it's on your chest just like a Gorilla Tag. And then I play test, which you will see right here. The monkey is right there. It's moving as well. It's great. It's alive. Okay, after that, I begin to work on the map, kind of. Not really map, but computer, so people can join codes and change their names and whatnot. This is just a classic computer. I don't know where I found it. I think I found it on like a random Discord server, but that's besides the point. Right now I'm just adding materials to it so it's not pink, and yeah, that's about it. This took some time, which actually leaves me about 30 minutes left to do the map and everything, which is not great because I want a forest, a cave for the computer, in the horror map, which I do end up arranging, so you'll see that soon. Yeah. Also, another thing with this computer is I had to change the size of the box colliders because typically when you import things from, like, if you watch YouTube videos and you just import things from like a drive or something, or models that people have previously made in Blender, it will change the box collider scales from 1 to 2, which makes it hard to click anything, because if I were to click like S right now, all the box colliders would overlay and you would click a bunch of different letters at the same time, like that. That's what you just saw probably, and those box colliders were way too big for that. Okay, now it's the fun part. So I have a little over 28 minutes to make a map, a fully functioning map with a fully functioning horror, and it's not big. I got 30 minutes to work on it, so it's not that big, but I think it's a decent map. I scaled everything really nicely. I don't know how, because I don't really do that with real games that I upload to like the MetaQuest store, but yeah, that's how that went. And I already installed Pro Builder off the time. Please don't be mad at me, but yeah, it gave me a little extra time to work on the game. Now I'm working on textures, making sure they're pixelated and making sure they're all good. I end up getting a weird texture glitch at the end of this that you will see. It's actually kind of cool, but it's weird. Right now the gorilla rig is way too small for how I want the size to be, so I'm gonna scale the whole thing down, and that's what I meant by I scaled it really nicely. I scaled it in regards to the player, so it was really nicely scaled. So yeah, and I don't remember what I was gonna say. Bye. Okay, I remember. If you guys want a tutorial on texturing and sizing, or how to make a map or something, let me know, because I'm really good at it. I'm a good modeler, not really good at scripting, but you guys don't care. You guys don't want to hear me yap. So yeah, if this video gets like 50 likes, I will make a tutorial on how to model and how to texture. So right now I'm working on horror. It's not a very big map, and I didn't have a lot of time to work on it. So the horror doesn't fully work, so that is my bad. I will take some blame for that. Yeah, that's all my fault. But I think it's a cool map. It's not too terrible, and yeah, I don't have a lot of time to finish it, so. Now I'm importing trees and the texture for trees. I'm making the textures like the bark and the leaf texture. I think I cooked with the leaves texture. You guys will see in a minute. It's actually really sick. But there's the tree. I add a mesh collider on the actual tree part so people can hit it. And the leaves do not have a mesh collider, so they don't hit it and they can walk through it. And what I do with the leaves, what you see here in a minute, I put the texture on there obviously because it's got to look pixelated and all that. And here's what I do here. I make the leaves look transparent, so you can sort of see through it, and it gives it more like a jungly vibe. It's kind of sick. I know it's not real, like real life. It's not realistic, accurate, and everything, but it's kind of cool. So yeah. So there I try to make a flashlight, which I don't think it actually works when I playtest it, which is what you'll see at the end of this video. But I have 13 minutes, and I'm going to make the horror dirt, because it's obviously underground. And this is where the glitch happens. You'll see it soon if I don't talk about it. But I try to make the whole thing. I turn off the lighting. I try to make the whole horror underground thing dirt. And you'll see what happens. Right there, it's actually kind of sick. The whole thing is dirt, and when you look at it from outside of the map, it's grass, but when you look at it on the inside, it's dirt. And in the flashlight, in the player's flashlight that was on, it will see grass. So like the area in which the flash was on, it was grass, but the rest was dirt. It was kind of sick, but I built it and it didn't do that. So it's not a remaining glitch. It was just for that part. After that glitch, I was working on Horror Underground, and I low-key forgot how to do it, and I was not watching any tutorials on this video, so I had to kind of figure out how to do horror, which ended up wasting a couple of minutes of my time, which I could not really finish. And I forgot to do a couple things, obviously, so you guys won't see the horror actually work. It will work, but like you just can't get jump scared, and I don't have time to work on the jump scare, so I'm doing all that. Right here I playtest it, and I'm actually so stupid. As you guys can see, the console filled up with errors, and that's because I did not bake the nav mesh, and I did not put a nav mesh surface on the floor of the caves, I guess I can call them, like the mine area, the underground area, the horror area. And I had no clue what I was doing and how to stop it. I forgot to put a nav mesh surface on it, so that wasted a couple minutes of my time. I'm kind of stupid. As I was saying, I did not look up a tutorial or anything, so I was doing this all with my noggin. Also, right here, I wanted to talk about, this is kind of a tutorial on how not to do this. You see that little cylinder thing? Make sure the rig is inside that, because my rig is halfway in the ground, and it won't stay above ground if the rig is not inside of that cylinder. That's basically, the cylinder is basically your monster. See, look at that, it's in the ground. The cylinder is basically the monster. The nav mesh is basically your monster, and the rig is just like the skin of the monster. Just think of it like that. That's kind of a tutorial inside of this video, just to let you guys know that. Now I'm just working on the skin of the monster. I was just kind of messing around, although I didn't have a lot of time. I was just messing around with it, and I figured out a skin. It's not scary at all whatsoever, especially because it doesn't have a jump scare. But yeah, no, it's not even that scary. So basically, if you were to die in this game, you would have the survival instincts of a peanut. So basically, that's what's happening. Oh, and also, I got bored. I was working in the forest. I just decided to make like a, oh my god, what's the name of it? The thing in Gorilla Tag, whatever it's called, like the gazebo. That's what it is. I made like a little gazebo and textured it, and I also made a bridge to add a little bit to the forest. So yeah. Now we are currently at the 1 minute mark. I honestly, oh yeah, so basically after the 1 minute, I just baked the lighting, and I just changed some of the lighting settings. It doesn't really work out. It's kind of a waste of the minute, but it's a minute. What else would I have been able to do, you know? So I just baked the lighting, I do all that, and then it's time for me to build the game because the time is up. And let's transfer over to VR. Before we get into VR, I want to tell you guys about my new Roblox game, Color Guesser. Color Guesser is obviously a free-to-play multiplayer game where you're in an arena and you have to guess the color. If you're the chooser, you have to guess the color on which people are standing on, just like the game Four Corners. This game is genuinely so fun to play, not because I made it, obviously. Just kidding. Just because it's cool, and there's nothing like that. It's very original, and I think it's just a all-around very fun game to play with your friends if you're bored on Roblox. Let me show you how it works. First, you need 2 players or more, and when the intermission is done, you can either be the chooser or the players remaining in the arena, and your goal is to stand on a color and have the chooser above you not pick your color. As you can see, the chooser has 30 seconds to pick a color that they think the most people are on, and when they choose, they have to get as much people out as they can. As you can see, Super BCW test did not get Super BCW, and Super BCW was the last player to remain, so they won. And after another emission, another chooser is selected. Now they have 10 seconds to stand on a color. Now they have to choose. They can choose 2 colors since there's under 4 people. You guys cannot choose the same color again. You have to choose 2 colors, and as you can see, Super VCW Test got eliminated because they were standing on the color that was chosen. This game is so fun. Play it on Roblox. Now, there will be more updates coming out. Okay, everybody, we are now in the 1-hour game, and what I did in this game was not a lot. I didn't build too much things, but we are going to, test out everything. So, obviously, the hands are a little small. I still have the spheres. I did this for a reason, so I can actually find where the colliders were. Okay, maybe. Okay, now I can put in a code. I can't really leave it, but I'm in a code. I gotta show the name. I can put in the name. Color. I did not work on color. I did not do color, but it's okay. So this is like a little cave. So you can put all your stuff in. And this is the forest. I came across a glitch in the forest. So, but it's okay in the game since I built it. It works now. Little bridge. I had a little extra time, so I kind of made this little area for the stuff, and it's actually really nice. It's like a perfect size. And this is where oh no, this is good. Okay, this is good. So this is my horror map, and it's not too big, but it's something for sure. It's actually not a bad size either. Like, I scaled this really well. I scaled this really well. There's the monster. Let's see if we can meet him. He's probably gonna be fast. He's probably gonna get me around this corner, but oh no, he's coming. So I think he does chase you. Yeah, he does chase you. Doesn't really have a trigger, and it does not play the audio. That's because I didn't add a collider with it. But that's the monster. Yo, dude, I want to see your face, dog. So, yeah, bro's just on me, and this is just the rest of the horde that I did not finish really because I didn't have a lot of time. I did not do a lot in the hour. Most of the hour was just building and setting up multiplayer, which I didn't even use because I'm playing by myself recording this. But, yeah, this was a little fun challenge. Hopefully this guy will get off of me as soon as I leave. He's still on me. So maybe if I... Okay, yeah, he's leaving now. Bye. I also don't know why he's on the floor. I just got it off of the Be Awesome horror package. Just because I didn't have too much time, yeah, you know. So, yeah, this was definitely a fun challenge for me. I know I didn't do much. Dude, look at the leaves on this. I really cooked with the leaves, dude. The leaves are sick. Because I made them look, I made them opaque. I'm probably the first one to do this, so... Yeah, that's awesome. So this was a great challenge for me. Maybe in the next video we can see... I can make a game in like 2 hours or 10 hours or like 1 minute. That would be definitely something too, dude. That would be something. So, yeah, in the next video, just like and subscribe. That would help me so much. It's free, and it helps me out. And comment down below what you guys want to see next. And I guess this is it for the game. Probably should have added a mirror to do a correct outro. But, yeah, this was so fun. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.